Come on. Hey, drop it! Drop it right now! Drop it! Drop it right now!
Hi everyone, Donut here. Boy, have I not made a video in about 20 days. I apologize, it's been super busy. We're on the last leg of the tour for the Unsubscribed podcast. We did Atlanta, Boston, then Buffalo, where the hosts of the podcast threw each other through folding tables, courtesy of Angry Cops. Boy, do I have a motel story for you. Good old motels. If you become a police officer, you're going to spend the majority of your time in them. You might be thinking, well, how wild can a Motel 6 story really be? Well, buckle up, because this one is a perfect example of why you should not open your door for strangers, especially if you're in a $30 a night motel, or like one of those $10 an hour motels, the real nice ones.
You get what you pay for.
And the bad guy in this one, he ducked behind cars to hide from the police like it was Metal Gear Solid. And he broke into a motel room like he was the Kool-Aid Man on a budget.
Yeah!
If you're saying, hell yeah, Donut, this is the kind of motel madness I'm here for, then you've come to the right place. But first, let's talk about our sponsor for this video, ShipStation. This video is brought to you by ShipStation. A lot has changed over the last year, and a lot's gonna change next year. If you have a growing e-commerce business like I do, then you can relate. To be frank, shipping stuff from your e-commerce business is a pain in the ass. That's where ShipStation comes in. They help you achieve that exceptional shipping efficiency that you need for your growing business. And guess what? They integrate with over 180 e-commerce platforms. That's right, whether you deal on Shopify, Amazon, eBay, even Walmart, they can help. My favorite thing about using ShipStation for my e-commerce businesses is you can automate shipping tasks and manage orders in one easy-to-use dashboard. The best part is the huge discounts you can get with shipping services. That's up to 89% off with UPS, USPS, and DHL Express. So you're saving a ton of money. You can do everything through an easy-to-use dashboard, automate shipping tasks, manage orders, print labels even. Take my word, it makes running an e-commerce business so much easier. Over 130,000 companies have grown their business through ShipStation. 98% of those companies that use ShipStation for a year stick with them for life. If you want to try ShipStation out, you can get a free trial for 60 days by going to shipstation.com/donutoperator. That's shipstation.com/donutoperator. All right, folks, before we get into today's motel madness, I need to tell you about a story that's going to make your blood pressure spike like you just drank 6 Bang Energies and threw 15 Zen 6% in your lip. This mess comes straight out of Seattle, the on the ground capital of the world. You know, that city that just hands get out of jail free cards to every single violent felon.
But I can save that.
Let me introduce you to this literal animal, a 4-time convicted felon with a criminal record that goes back before recorded history. And not just jaywalking or stealing candy bars or even bread to feed your family. This dude was pulling some real Chicago on 4th of July weekend type shit. Since October 6th, he's allegedly been on a month-long shooting spree. And no, not like on a rival gang, on just random cars and people in the street. Because reasons. Seattle police detectives said they connected Miles to at least 9 shootings in Seattle since early October, including one shooting where a bullet missed a 3-year-old child by just an inch. Prosecutors say that the victims appeared to be targeted at random and the gun used in the shooting was stolen. Yes, that's one of the most infuriating parts of this little crime spree. On November 7th, he fired 12 shots into just a random car. That's where he missed a 3-year-old child's head by 1 inch. Yes, 1 inch. That kid was sitting in their car seat and a bullet smacked into the headrest right behind him. Can you imagine the nightmare for that family? Now you're probably thinking, this guy probably is fresh out of prison. There's no way. He's been walking the streets of Seattle for years now. Well, surprise. He was in jail in 2019 for brutally robbing an 81-year-old woman. He knocked her to the ground, fractured her bones, broke her teeth, and stole her purse. Guess how many years he served for doing that? 2 years out of a 5-year sentence. And why? You know how I'm always harping on weak judges and a shitty criminal justice system? Listen to this. Because Judge Douglas North, in his infinite wisdom, decided this guy deserved early release. And wouldn't you know it, our reformed felon went on to repay society by committing 9 shootings. 2 stolen guns were found in his home, and countless people are lucky to still be alive because this ass can't aim. Meanwhile, Judge North has retired and is now Washington State's Commissioner of Public Disclosure, sipping $16 coffee while Seattle pays for his virtuous decisions.
You're such a good person.
I just wanted to mention that real quick before we get into our main video. Let's go to Texas, where things went from, there's a weird dude in the parking lot, to, oh no, stabby hostage time in 0 time flat. Arlington, Texas, November 27th, 2024, 12:23 a.m. A guy's kicking trash and throwing things around outside of a shopping center. Not the crime of the century. That's a pretty normal thing to see in any parking lot, but the cops roll over just to see what's happening. When police show up, the man takes that as a challenge and starts his own little hobo stealth mission. He's actually successful at his mission. He waits till they clear out, then he heads over to a Motel 6, as if he's following a marker on his minimap. After failing to break into the hotel the hard way, the suspect strolls over to another door and starts rage kicking it. And just like that, some poor guest actually opens the door. Mistake number one. Let me say it loud and clear for anyone who needs to hear it. Never open the door for someone who's shady as f***, which includes someone treating your door like it owes them money. Lock it, call 911, don't be a hero. If you're still not convinced, let me give you the perfect example. I did a video one time where a group of people who wanted to rob a home dressed like DoorDash drivers. They banged on the door before forcing their way inside. The woman who didn't even order DoorDash opened it for them. This turned into a full standoff shooting with police officers. You can check out that video here. It's called Cop Gets Shot During Robbery Rescue. Bottom line, not only are you risking your safety, but there's a chance you'll end up on my channel. There's no need to risk your life for that $31 a night motel room.
That's how you lock a door.
So now our suspect is just strolling through the motel hallway like he's shopping for live sentences on a clearance sale. He's using his advanced hobo vision to size up each door. You can almost see the gears turning in his head when he locks onto his target. Without hesitation, he walks up to some unsuspecting guest door and starts banging on it like he's got an eviction notice. This isn't your standard knock either. It's the kind of banging that screams attempted murder, or I'm a cop. Some of you know what a cop knock is. Let's roll the footage so you can see the lunacy for yourself. Here's where we get the second mistake. The man staying in the room opens the door, the suspect forces his way inside, they get into a physical altercation, and the suspect pulls out a knife. And this is just a completely random dude. The guest doesn't take it laying down though. You can see him try his hardest to get this psycho out of the room and lock the door. Unfortunately, his hobo powers were too much. Dude was probably smoking gas station weed. Soon after this, police get another 911 call that says, hey, there's a guy banging on doors and causing chaos. Obviously. Two Arlington officers arrive to the hotel and make their way up the stairs to the third floor where they hear someone screaming for help.
No! Police, open the door! No! Please!
They announce themselves as police, try to kick the door in, and that's when this happens.
No! No! Police, open the door! No! Please! Open the door! Open the door!
I have officers.
Come on!
I have officers.
Come on!
I have officers.
Hey! Drop it! Drop it right now! Drop it! Drop it right now!
The door opens, and what the officers see in front of them is the suspect holding a knife and a victim bleeding. Of course, they immediately order him to drop the weapon, but our hobo with a knife is not listening. I mean, this is still way better than a hobo with a shotgun.
Hallelujah.
Here's what happens next.
Come on! Hey! Drop it! Drop it right now! Drop it! Drop it right now! Drop the knife! Drop the knife right now! Please get him! Hey, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here, man! Get out! Get out right now! Get out! Get out! Get out.
The guest was able to escape with some cuts and bruises, but nothing that was life-threatening. The officers immediately switch gears like normal and start rendering aid to the suspect. But the officer's shot placement was pretty good, and the suspect died later that night. Investigators later confirmed the attack was completely random. Toxicology reports are still pending. I'm interested to see what he had in his system, and obviously was something. Or he was insane. Probably both. So what did we learn today, kids? Don't open your door to strangers. The officers were cleared to return to duty after a little vacation. The investigation is still ongoing, but I'm pretty sure the officers are going to be fine in this situation. That's all I have today. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments. If you want to help support the channel, you can go on over to donutoperator.com, watch the Unsubscribed podcast, or subscribe to pepperbox.tv, our exclusive streaming platform just for all of our friends. That's all I got for you fine people today. Until next time, please have a fantastic day.
Back.